Hi guys, welcome to this 12th standard video. We're looking at tenses, some sample questions and how it comes for your board exams. So, as I've told you before, for the 12th standard, the name of the tense is not given in the bracket. It is up to you to decide based on the clue in the sentence. Okay, so let's get started with la famille. Rester is the verb, à la maison, le week-end prochain. The clue here is the word prochain, which means next. Therefore, your verb here has to go to the simple future tense. Keep in mind that la famille conjugates as elle, even though it may strike you that it is a group of people, but the noun is la famille, which implies it is singular. Therefore, rester in the simple future tense goes as restera. Okay, next one is of the con clause form, which is con plus a passé composé, et de monter. The next one will be in the imparfait. So when I asked you, you were busy. Imparfait of être futur is était, E-T-A-I-S. Okay, on boire un verre de café chaque matin. Here your clue is the word chaque, which means every morning. This implies a regular habit, which tells you it is in the present tense. On, remember, conjugates the same way as il and elle. Therefore, boire goes as boit, B-O-I-T. Then, this is en 2018, which tells you it is a year that has passed. Okay, therefore lire has to go straight away into the passé composé because here it is a concrete action that has happened. I read this comic book in 2018. Therefore, lire goes in the passé composé for je as j'ai lu. Okay, participle of lire is lu, it is irregular. Then this is of the si clause. Remember, si you have two types. Si plus imparfait gives you conditional, and si plus present gives you future. Don't confuse the two. So si je n'avais pas de rhume, this is si plus imparfait. Therefore, this one has to be in the conditional. If I did not have a cold, I would have come to the party. Okay, so assister in the conditional becomes j'assisterai, AIS. Okay, then this one, you know, the moment the verb starts a sentence without a subject, it goes into the imperative tense. So donnez-moi une minute, je t'aiderai. What is your clue here? For which person will you take it? You will take it for tu, because it is t'aiderai, I will help you. Therefore, donner goes for tu as D-O-N-N-E. Okay, actually it is S in the present tense. Remember, tu form ER verbs. Imperative tense, the S drops. Then this seventh one is similar to the fourth one. We are given a year of the past. Therefore, concrete action construit has to go in the passé composé. So it goes as il a construit, R-U-I-T. Irregular participle, construire, construit. Then nous irons au marché et acheter des mots. Now, there is no straight clue in this sentence, but we'll have to infer. We will go to the market and will buy some mangoes. Okay, so since the first verb is already in the future, the next one will also be in the future. So acheter for nous goes as achetons. Please, sorry, in the future it will go as acheterons. Okay, please remember that when you're taking an e dash here verb in the future tense, the radical gets an grab on the first t. Okay, then ce pullover me protéger l'hiver prochain. Again, you can see similar to the first one. Prochain implies next winter or the coming winter. Therefore, it goes into the simple future as ce pullover protégera. Okay. The 10th one. Je veux qu'il tenir les comptes régulièrement. Vouloir que is an expression that is always followed by the subjunctive. How do you form the subjunctive of tenir? You take the il form as il tient, N-N-E-N-T, cancel the ENT, and then you put back the ending for il, which is a plain E. And therefore your answer becomes je veux qu'il tienne, T-I-E-N-N-E. Okay. Vous préférez du café ou du thé à ce moment? À ce moment, at this moment, right now, present tense. So it is vous préférez. Then, mes grands-parents tombèrent amoureux avant la Seconde Guerre mondiale. Avant la Seconde Guerre mondiale implies it is in the past because before the Second World War. So it goes into the passé composé. Tomber is an être verb, please remember. So it will go as mes grands-parents sont tombés. Now, since you're taking être as the auxiliary, the participle ought to agree. So grands-parents is il, masculine plural. So the tombé gets an extra S. Okay, les vieux souhaitent que les jeunes être conscients du futur. Souhaiter que is an expression that is followed by the subjunctive. Être is irregular in the subjunctive. It goes as S-O-I-E-N-T. Soient. Les jeunes soient conscients du futur. Then, this is again the years telling you that it's something of the past. However, this is not something that was once and done. Okay, that Jules Fontaine, he was the best player at the 1958 World Cup. So this cannot go into the passé composé, has to go into the imparfait. Remember, être most of the time in the past, we take it as a imparfait and not in the passé composé. Because for a state of being, it ought to continue for a little while. So this goes as imparfait, était, ed-a-i-t. Okay. Now this is again the 15th one is the C clause. It is C plus the imparfait here of suivre in the imparfait. Therefore, the other clause has to go into the conditional. So it will be tu conduirais. Okay, you would drive carefully if you knew the traffic rules or the road rules. Okay, this is quand vous recevez de l'argent, vous me envoyez un cadeau. Okay, so when you receive some money, you dash me a gift. This will be you will send me a gift. Okay, this is the quand, or even if it was C over here, it would be C plus present and then future. So it would be vous m'enverrez. Okay, remember envoyer is irregular, the future radical is E-N-V-E-R-R. Okay, now on arrivé chez le docteur, je me suis évanoui. So the preposition on is always followed by the verb form in the gerundive. How do you form the gerundive? It is you take the new form in the present tense is arrivons, cancel the ons and in its place put ant, and therefore your gerundive of arriver becomes arrive. Okay, next. Si le dîner s'achevait, on servira le café. This is a C clause, so C plus what will give you the future. Remember, it is C plus present gives you future. Therefore, s'achever goes into the present here. Remember, a reflexive verb, le dîner is il. Therefore, the se remains the same. Okay, and then achever you conjugate as a normal er verb. It is an e-er, however. So the first e has to get a graph. Okay, so it becomes si le dîner s'achève, on servira le café. Then, si je gagnais 1000 francs, je te aidais. This is si plus imparfait gives you the conditional. If I won 1000 francs, I would help you. So, aider in the conditional is t'aiderai. Okay, 20th one. Quand le train entrait dans la gare, il y avait beaucoup de bruit. So, this is quand plus something has to give you here the imparfait. The structure is quand plus passé composé gives you imparfait. Therefore, entrer for le train is est entré. Entrer, please remember, is an être verb. Okay, le train is masculine, so we don't do any agreement here. Then, on boit de l'eau, il a avalé une mouche. So this is while drinking water, he swallowed a fly. Une mouche is a fly. Okay. So now, again, whenever you have on followed by the verb has to go into the gerundive. Boire in the new form is nous buvons, B-U-V-O-N-S. Okay, and therefore to get the gerundive is you cancel the O-N-S and put A-N-T. Therefore, your answer becomes buvons, B-U-V-A-N-T. Then the 22nd one is the same gerundive because you have on before the verb. Entendre is an RE verb, so you take it as nous entendons. You cancel the ONS and you will put in its place A-N-T. You get the gerundive as E-N-T, E-N-D-A-N-T. En entendant les cris de Mario, ils arrêtent de le battre. On hearing his cries, they stop beating him. Okay, tu vois le film après ton examen. Now, après ton examen is giving you the clue. You will watch the film after your exam. It is an indication of the future tense. So, voir futur becomes V-E-R-R as a radical, irregular, and then A-S is the ending. Il fait beau aujourd'hui. present tense, but naturally aujourd'hui is today. Faire for il goes as fait. Grandma allait au marché la semaine passée. La semaine passée is the last week. So a past tense, passé composé because it is a concrete action of going and it has been completed. So it will be grandma. Aller goes as être, so it will be grandma est allée. The extra e comes on because it is être as the auxiliary, therefore it has to agree the participle. Si tu joues au foot, tu es en bonne santé. Si plus present gives you future. Être in the future is sera foutu. Claire et Anissa terminaient leurs examens il y a 2 jours. Il y a followed by a time expression means ago, so 2 days ago. This is the passé composé again. Claire et Anissa is elles, so elles ont terminé. Then, mon père regardait les oiseaux sur les arbres chaque matin, chaque, every, so regular action, present tense, regarde. Then, je bois du coca à la fête hier. Here is always an indication of passé composé. I drank some coke at the party yesterday. So it becomes j'ai bu. Boire participle is bu, irregular. Je commence à pleurer, on coupait les joignes. On is always followed by the gerundive. So you take it in the nous form as nous coupons. You cancel the ONS and in its place you put ANT, and that is how you get your answer as COUPANT. Then le prof désire que les étudiants obtenir de bonnes notes. Désirer que followed by the subjunctive always. So you take it in the il form as obtient. Please remember obtenir goes as tenir venir. Okay, obtient. Cancel the ENT and you put it back. You get your answer as obtient. Okay, your answer for this one will be OBTIENNENT. Okay, tous les chanteurs chantaient tout depuis 1 heure. Now, all the singers have been singing very loudly for 1 hour. You will think this is the have been, so it is a past tense, but please remember the have been doing tense is the same as the present. Depuis is an indication of the present tense. Your answer here is chante. Okay. Then, si tu veux cuire les poissons, allumer le feu. Now, don't get taken in by this that it is a C plus present. Can you see a subject here before the next verb? No, you cannot. What does that tell you? That this is the imperative tense. Okay, and the clue here is tu. So it goes as an ER verb. The S is deleted. Allume. Then, demain, je se promener dans le jardin. Demain, indication of tomorrow, so future tense. This will be je, so has to become me for je, and then promènerai. This is just like acheter, it's an E-ER, so the first one takes a graph. Il faut qu'on exprime des doutes maintenant. Il faut que, followed by the subjunctive. Exprimer, you'll have to take it in the il form, as ils expriment. You cancel the ENT and you put back the ending for on, which is a plain E, and therefore your answer here becomes exprime. 36. Mira pourrait réussir si elle étudiait bien. So this is a C clause. C plus what will give you a conditional. So it is C plus imparfait over here. Étudier becomes étudie, AIT. Si on ne fait pas attention, notre gourmandise nous tue. This is again a C clause. C plus present has to give you future here. Now be careful. What is the subject for which you're taking future? It is not nous. This nous here is the object here. Notre gourmandise nous tuera. Okay, it is our greed will kill us. So you're conjugating this for third person singular. This nous is not the subject, it is the object. Okay, quand j'ai vu Nancy au magasin, elle choisit une jupe. Quand plus passé composé gives you imparfait, choisir will become choisissez. Okay, then pourquoi tu m'expliquais le problème que le prof a donné aujourd'hui? This is not an imperative in spite of it being the first word of the sentence because you can clearly see a subject here. The verb has come as the first word here because it is a inversion, it is a question. Okay, so search for the clue. Aujourd'hui is present. Okay, today, so present tense, it will be PEUX. Okay, then Pierre aller en Amérique l'année suivante, next year, so simple future tense. Aller is irregular, so IR, Pierre is ill, ending will be A. Hier soir, vous voir un beau film italien. Hier soir, yesterday evening, is a completed action once and done, so possessed passé composé. Vous avez vu. And the last one, aller ensemble au cinéma. This is clearly in the imperative. Now there is no indication of which person you have to put it to, but ensemble means together. So it can either go in the new form, okay? Allons ensemble au cinéma. It should be let's go together to the cinema, or it could go as the vous form. Go together to the cinema. It will not go in the tu form because ensemble is an indication of a plural subject. I hope you've understood these 42 sentences that we've done as practice. Thank you and all the best to you.